October baseball is almost here, and tonight in Detroit under cloudy skies, there is certainly some October flavor as we welcome you to MLB Tuesday on TBS. A matchup of two division leaders and a rematch from last year's wild card round. The Detroit Tigers host the Houston Astros. A look at the postseason picture in the American League. Detroit got over their July swoon, and they now have the largest margin of any division leader by 8.5 games coming into the night over Cleveland. Meanwhile, Houston, their lead down to just a game and a half. That is the smallest margin of any division leader, and of course, teams want to avoid that crapshoot wild card round if they can. As we welcome you inside of Comerica Park, it is great to be here with you. Alex Faust, Ron Darling with you. After a bit of a delay, we're just about set for baseball here tonight. The Tigers, Ronnie, carrying the best record in the American League coming in, and Houston kind of scuffling a bit right now.
You know, Detroit has made themselves into one of the most exciting teams to watch, not only with their great pitching, but also the way they run the bases, the way they catch the baseball. A.J. Hinch has quite a product here, and they're going to win the AL Central. But when you look at the Houston Astros, they've been one of the best teams in baseball for the last half dozen seasons or more. And they've always come to August and September with a lot on the line, and they've always pushed through. But they're being chased by the Mariners, and the Mariners seem like they're a little better team this year.
We've got a terrific pitching matchup here, a Cy Young caliber matchup tonight. Tarek Skubal toes the rubber for the Tigers. He faces Hunter Brown.
Well, just a great matchup. Like you said, you don't get these very often with Skubal, one of the greatest finds of the 2018 draft. He was the 255th player chosen. Now he's got a Cy Young award, and it looks like he's an odds-on favorite to double that up this year. Just a talented left-hander with a fastball change-up mix as good as anyone who's ever pitched. He's got some ancillary pitches, but one of the few guys that you would say, Game 7, who do I want pitching that game? He's on the short list.
Looking to win back-to-back Cy Youngs and has a remarkable 7 losses in his last 60 starts. Hunter Brown, though, he's on the ascendancy and has pitched really well for the Astros.
Well, the Detroit Diesel is his moniker. He went to grade school, high school, and Wayne State. He's been a Tiger tamer, though, very good against these Detroit Tigers, and he right now is one of their aces for the Astros as they try to win a division again.
Hunter Brown, you mentioned he's a Detroit kid. He lives in the area in the offseason. He loves pitching against the team he grew up rooting for, and he's loved pitching in Comerica Park. As has become tradition for Tarek Skubal, a moment with his son prior to the game. That's awesome. And all good things are worth the wait. This terrific matchup on the mound, a playoff-like matchup, a collision between two division leaders here in Detroit. When we come back, we'll send you to Adam Lefko in our Atlanta studio. The Tigers and the Astros getting set to do battle. MLB Tuesday on TBS is just around the corner. MLB Tuesday is brought to you by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. Innovate in the service of people's pursuit of happiness. Comerica Park in Detroit celebrating its 20th anniversary, 25th anniversary, I should say. Fans settling in for a good one here. The rain, well, luckily we dodged it. Had a bit of a delay with the tarp on, but we are set for baseball as the Tigers take the field. Humid conditions. And Tarek Skubal will toe the rubber for the Tigers. He started Game 1 of the wild card series that Detroit played against Houston last fall and was dominant over the Astros, shutting down the Houston offense. And Detroit, well, they did what they were doing all throughout the second half of last season. They jumped on Hunter Brown in Game 2 of that series and picked up their first playoff series victory since 2013.
You know, Brown only gave up 1 run in over 5 innings, but the bullpen gave up 4. What a series by the Tigers to start it off last year. Well, Tarek Skubal out there now. You can see his numbers so far: 190 punch-outs and 152 in a third innings. What was fascinating, listen to Pedro Martinez talk about his changeup in the pregame. I needed that advice. I could never throw a changeup in the 80s, but Pedro was only 10 or 12 then, so he wouldn't have really been able to help me. His arsenal He's one of the few pitchers in the game, starting pitchers, that can get you out with 2 pitches. His fastball up in the zone, his changeup down in the zone that he can change speeds with. But he's also got a sinker, a slider, and a knuckle curve that he'll occasionally mix in.
Skubal has been utterly dominant. 11-1 since early April, facing a Houston lineup that has struggled to find offense. Jeremy Pena has been great in the leadoff spot for the Astros this season. Leads them in batting average. Carlos Correa, great since coming aboard, but struggled lifetime against Skubal. Altuve, Christian Walker, and Yainer Diaz 1 through 5. They are hoping they get Yordan Alvarez back soon.
He's playing in Corpus Christi tonight. They figure maybe a couple games before he's back in the lineup.
Skubal goes to work and delivers a first pitch strike.